Hello, storytellers. It's Storytelling Ron. I'm here to talk about how I'm setting up the adventures, the campaigns, and I'm using Foundry. But you can do this on the tabletop as well, or you can do it online. But I'm using it just to put together my maps, and I'm using these modular pieces to put together my battle maps or encounter maps or whatever you're going to use. And after I put it together like this, I then put it into the document in the PDF, which you'll be able to download from the site, and creating different missions. And these missions or encounters and for the missionaries is based on this map here, which is in the main starter kit or PDF, the main PDF. And the only one right now that's in the main PDF is this area right here with the horned ones and the Ravio and the mine right here that starts off the example adventure. And then I do have in the show that I'm doing, or pretty much almost done. They're finishing up the series. They go through this area right here. And they're heading off to Porlezo here at some point. And so I have adventures for that in the coming, like, download of the PDF for the annual membership. And I'll break them up into little PDFs. I'll figure out a way to organize it on the site so that it's like this area is in one section, and then this area. So you can download the different PDFs or one campaign PDF for this area. So now I'm going to be going on to expand out, and obviously, this is just a guide for you. You could create your own things. I'm gonna work on this little scary looking, dark dwellers, cannibals. It's kind of a suggested, and based on family friendly, you can change that up a little. But I'm just assuming that some Germanic tribes are living in the hills up here and have created their own scary place, their own beliefs. Or maybe they've degenerated into just sort of a cursed area. I want to get to the lycanthropes and the scarier sort of Germanic wolf groups, but I know I'll get there eventually. I've drawn out some tokens for that. But let's just show you. I'm just showing you kind of how I do it. So what I do is I go into. I've got some stuff organized over here. I've got the Ravio to Porlezo maps for encounters, and this is one of them. This is Aragno, the middle town, the small village, and they're in. This is a scene that they just had their first church service. Right. That's kind of neat. And this is an adventure they did previously because it was to save this church. There was a rat infestation, and it turns out that the giant rodents of unusual size were being fed by a witch, creating concoctions over here. And they was feeding the rats up into the church, and sort of making all the pagans, think the church was pathetic. And they discovered this simple adventure going through this mine. And so you'll see that in the series. So, and it'll be on the I guess Ravio to Porlezo or Mines of Ravio campaign. So now I'm moving on. I don't know, will I make this a new campaign or just part of the Ravio to Porlezo? This area right here. I don't know. Will I make it it should be a new campaign. Maybe like this or something. It's kind of weird to me. I don't know how to, do all this. In D&D, in D&D, it's kind of like simple, but in here with missions and the Christian thing, and then it's just kind of a new process. But let me just go ahead and just make the map, and I'll think about the campaign part of it later. And one big way for me that I get, you might hear a voice that they're doing a school event across the street, so it's kind of loud. But one way, the best way for me as a game master to really create campaigns and get my juices flowing is when I actually GM and they play, and I play off of them, and the NPCs respond to them, and then I start thinking about what are some great ideas for the next thing, because the the NPCs and through me will start saying stuff and starts getting my juices flowing about that. So let me just create the scene. It's going to be called, I think I'm going to go ahead and put it in the Ravio to Porlezo folder for now. It's going to be called the Porlezo Mountain Hills. Porlezo, that's near Porlezo Hills. And I like to turn off the grid. I keep it at 100. I don't, all my tokens are 70, but I think I've been just been using this 100 thing here, and it just seems to be working. For me, I tried going to 70 and then the sizes were not right. So I don't know why that is. You know, I just kind of trial and error until I get something that feels right for me. All right, so we're going to make this 12,000 by 6,000 seems like the biggest, and it's widescreen because it fits my computer. That's kind of why I'm using that. But again, if you're doing a tabletop, this isn't a concern of yours. I'm just showing you how I kind of build out my scene. And then I'm going to, where did I put it? Okay, here. And then I'm going to, and then I can, use this for the PDF, or if I play on the table, this will be my guide. So if it's in the hills, it's a tribe of cannibals. I'm not going to probably not use cannibals, but some sort of tribe of cave dwellers who've regressed and who are hiding away. And then, I wouldn't, not regressed in the sense of, white, like cave fish where they go blind and they're all white and creepy, but more like just a tribe that's xenophobic, and living in the mines and have taken over. So here's a bunch of mine pieces, right? I'm going to just pull out pretty much everything so that I can copy paste them around. Put this door one, bunch of tunnels here. Some drops, and these are generally drops where I make them test, do a aggression, maybe an awareness test. These are all different rooms I put together. Just some rocks, and I usually have the rocks as part of like hiding. Well, this is another cave opening. This is like a dangerous chasm, fire, and just some supplies that they might find. Now, that's the cavern and tunnel set. And then I have a crypt set, which I will definitely add this in there at some point. But I'll worry about that in a minute. Pagan stuff like stones and homes and stuff. Oh yeah, I definitely want some of this at the entrance to the mines. And might even have some hovels like this. Oh, I do want to get the rocks. I think it's under forest and natural props. Saying big rocks. Put these around the entrance to the mines. I could put the small rocks in there too. I'm certainly going to have an entrance, so they'll have some forest. Let me just start with this basics, and then I can always add more later. Okay, so I want to create this. For me, this one is going to be like a big dungeon crawl adventure where the missionary's got to go in and maybe like I think the best way is a kidnapping, right? They kidnap people from Porlezo, and they got to go rescue them. That's really the best motive of all, The people in Porlezo are used to the raiders coming down from the hills and kidnapping or they sacrifice to them so that they won't bother them anymore. See, now we're going. And so the church says that's wrong. That's bad. The Christians come in, the missionaries, how dare they come in and tell the locals something's good or bad? But that's what Christians do. That's what we Christians do. Your children should be honored for the mother and the father, and no one else. No government, no tribe, nothing can take your children from you. As long as you treat them well, via the honor of the mother and the father, also means treating the children well. Okay, so let me turn this game pause since it's annoying. Okay, so where's the bottom of the map? So I'm going to say that obviously they're coming from this direction up, opposite to you. But anyway, they're coming from this direction up into the hills from Porlezo. Let's look at that map again. Yeah, so see, now I'm excited. The people in Porlezo, now they already have some adventures in Porlezo that I have, but this is going to be a sort of an add-on one that some of the outskirts farmers do, is that they do sacrifice their children, giving up their children to the Germanic evil tribes up here so that they won't terrorize them anymore, or will bless them with their evil spirits here that won't bother them or whatever. And so the people are willing to give up, a son or daughter, every year or two, whatever, or a group of children up to the frightening dark dwellers. The dark dwellers. Okay, see, got my juices flowing there. And so we're going to have the entrance to the mines. This one, I want to be creepier over here. It just seems like a more foreboding. So, this will be the entrance to the mines that they come across. This will be, they're going to have to come up in the sense of, there's obviously a watchtower. I don't know if I don't want these there. So I'm going to delete those because I want the entrance to the mine to be the creepiest thing. I think they're not going to have a guard tower because they don't care. They're not afraid because they're always, they use the religion on the people, so they're not afraid of them. Okay. I am now building out the mines that the tribe live in. I'm just kind of like getting this is going to be a false mine with a beast in it, so that it'll be a fun, scare thing. They're going to come from here. Everything's going to be somewhat hidden. These are going to be hidden at some point. I'm going to hide it. The mines. Do they need these? Okay. This is going to be a bear. Something to that effect. Let me copy paste. Put this as the bear. And I want the bear to come out of somewhere like that. So it comes out from the side. Okay. And so something's going to be in here that's going to attract them. Let's see. Supplies? Or like I would say the tribe gives something to the bear, like a sacrifice, and then the bear eats it, and so it leaves them alone. I know what. I'm going to put a brazier for now. Where did I put it? It's under crypt, I think. So they'll see the brazier, go to it, and the bear will attack from behind. Very simple, very basic. Okay. And I'm definitely going to put some of this in there somewhere, like an old Roman or whatever situation, or ancient ruin in there. Okay, so let's do a dungeon crawl. And I like to think of it as like, well, what would there be there? Let me add some more rooms. Well, make a big room just to. What did I just copy? Copy, paste. Did I do? No. Oh, okay. So that. Get that layer thing going there. Go ahead and put that up. Oop. Oop. Where? Okay. Go underneath. I think I want to do more. I want to make this nice and big and interesting. You know, play with the different, break it up a little bit. Break this up like that. Oops. Come on. It's a little tricky, but again, this is just meant to be simple and handy. Okay. So I'm just making basically I'm just kind of doodling here basically with these pieces so that you don't have to. Yeah, sometimes I lose, sometimes I can't move and then I have to go to token and then move it. I don't know why. And I could always make more, tunnel variations, but I'm a little worried about that in the sense of it can be overwhelming to have so many different tunnel variations that you got to deal with and find and work with. I always want to set up traps. I can't do that there. I'll do it over here because the room just basically goes to the room and the space in there. So that's my funny little simple trap there where they can fall like that. All right, what am I doing? Just add some rocks in here. Still going. Still building out. Rocks. That's what I like to put rocks like that so that there's a chance something can be behind it, just hiding, and that makes sense. Okay, I gotta make a. What is the tribe doing? They just live here for one. And if that's the case, maybe I could add those little huts. Like they literally have huts in the caves. Oh yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Pagan stuff. Let me go ahead and bring these back out again. Maybe even some walls in the caves, like they just. I'm gonna have definitely one of these for like an altar. Let's see, a couple of those. All right, I'm gonna actually build these out, turn it into kind of a small little village in there. And I could scale these obviously like this, but I'm trying to keep it the same size as if I were printing this out as a printer. So I'm gonna put those huts in here. Like, whoa. Oops, that's gone. That'd be kind of cool. And like that. And maybe they have a wall there as a defense. If that's the case, I would not want them to be. I would want to move this back a little. Oops, what's this doing? Wait. Oh. Let's change to the brackets. Let me move this back a little because I want then there to be a guard room. Like that. And the guard room will then have this. Oops. There's no oops here. I'm just. There might be some guards here, just lounging around. A little fireplace. It's too big. Let me put that in the middle there. I just describe as some guards here, and if they get to do a gong or something, they can warn. I don't know if I have a gong or anything like that. I don't know. I don't. Could I do? I think, whatever. That's fine. So there's actually a village inside the cavern here, or the mine, the old mine. All right. What else? This is going to be. Wow, I got plenty of room. Ooh, can I feel? I mean, I kind of wanted to really push this and go far. Let me continue on then and doodle. So this is going to open up. You know, as a being it's a Christian one, and being that I'm trying to sort of mix it in with an amalgam of this historical stuff. Can I throw in a bunch of creatures and random monsters and trolls and slimes? No, not really, right? But I'm trying to figure that out. I'm trying to figure out how we can do that and make it feel like it, like, you know, maybe some. Let me throw out some beasts here that I could probably throw in here. I could throw in a crazed bear, some giant spiders, a giant snake. A snake. I definitely want to fix up that snake so it looks better. A lizard beast, a rat horde. This mysterious tentacle beast. Now, what is this mysterious tentacle beast? I think definitely kind of extrapolating out with that one, but that could be in the water, underneath, in the dark. And they always have tales of like seaweed pulling people down. So drowning is a fearful thing that they feel could happen. So I would say that in this, there's some dark water, and that there's a fear that, you know, the current or whatever is some sort of beast that takes them down. And this is the sort of the borderline or whatever it is, the gray area where I'm trying to create so this thing can grapple with a tentacle. They got to fight it off. Is it real or is it their own fear? That's a good question, and I'm just playing off of that, maybe that it's real, maybe it isn't, and they have to fight it normally anyway, like it is a. I'm just doing a little formatting here for the fun of it. So I'm playing off of that so far. You know, seems okay with everyone. Horde of rats. What else I don't have anything else. I have the cursed things like the evil spirit. And I don't have the actual barbarians that live here. I actually, I could use the beastmen, these guys. But I want to kind of save those for later. You know, they're dressed up as beastmen. I will probably draw out, I'll definitely have slaves. Marsh pirates? I mean, it could just be these guys. Barbarian dude. I will figure that out later, but I just wanted to look at these and see about having. I have a bear somewhere. I think I do. Oh, I haven't made him for this. Let me see. Add a bear. Feral bear. Where is he? Beast. There's a regular bear. I guess I should do a regular bear. Because I have a feral bear, but I could save that for later. So just cave bear. Right? Kind of a cave bear. Prehistoric cave bear. And I have the stats for him somewhere. Grab those. And that's the reason why I changed to, here we are, bear, to this kind of format, so you could easily copy and paste it. Because I had it all in a, in a little chart fill in sort of thing. I thought that was cool, but then I realized, boom, just do it this way. And I put Linus. What's Linus doing? I think I copied it from the lioness and then just changed it to fit the bear. Stealth? No. Wow. That's weird. I never changed this from the lion one. I'm going to have to do that. Okay. Speed brute. I mean, yeah. Free bite. If not, yeah. Charge. I mean, it's pretty similar. I'm going to keep that for now, but I mean, you can obviously change it however you want. I will change it a little bit. So I'm surprised that I have that, but whatever. Okay, that's fine. They both do the same scary thing. Okay, I'll just keep that for now. And the first one will be the armor, which is a 14. You know, defense is 14. And the second one is the vigor, which is 16. 16 stat. All right, let me do the cave bear. Will be in here. And that's pretty small. Let me do them 2 by 2. Yeah, they're pretty big. I just went to the La Brea Tar Pits, and they had a bear there that was 12 feet. Ooh. Yeesh. Do I want him fighting a bear? Vigor 16. 16 is manageable, so I'll make this a smaller cave bear. Because the people can have a 16 vigor, especially the warrior guys. If I did this bear really big, I guess it would be like a 22, 24. I would probably just keep these. I mean, this is pretty scary right here. D12, D4 for damage. But, you know, bears are big. And free bite knockdown is successful. I gotta fix this up, but that's not what I'm trying to do right now. Rats. Okay, so let's make a let's expand this out. I mean, I don't mind rotating things because you can obviously rotate things. Yeah, I could just rotate it. Although these are kind of drawn to be that way. Okay, this is an entrance. This is an entrance. Oh, this can be a worship area. This is like maybe just going into the mines. Actually, the mines should go down or up, doesn't really matter in a mine, I guess. Especially if you start down below. And that's just the bear. This could be there. I want this there. We're going to obviously make this long. Copy, paste. This is going to be the beast area, and let me move some beasts over there. Maybe this will be a beast area. An evil spirit. I don't know. This to me would be not inside the caves. Rats will be somewhere in here. This is an evil darkness slave. Oh, I was like, what just happened? Okay, it's the lighting thing. Let me turn off the lighting in this map because I don't use it. Oops. Turn off. Turn off. Okay. They will be slaving away. I will, just for placeholders, put these in here. I don't know about the giant snake. I wonder if I could just have one and make him kind of like a shaman. Like he could be the shaman. Even though these are beastmen from another tribe, I could just use it as a shaman for this one. I might keep those there for now. I think I'm going to have some wolves out as pets. Like, pet wolves they have as guards or something. Just a thought. Okay. Alrighty. Just for the fun of it, I'm gonna start building out the crypt area. Oh, I could have one of these beasts. The bird beasts. Oh, I know what's gonna be cool. They come out, and then, you know, there's like a ravine, and then across the way is this. That'd be kind of cool. So they come out of this area. There's a ravine. Let me use the cave exit. Like that. How am I going to represent a ravine? Maybe some of these rocks. I could just draw it. That's going to be in between them. So these are underneath. Good. Just to represent like a cliff sensation. They're coming out onto a cliff side. Like that, seems good enough to me. And across the way is the tomb. And I think we do need a little actual space here. Yeah, just leave it like that. It's treacherous. How are they going to get across? I don't know. But there's definitely a room over there. Do they use magic to get across? They don't have magic, so I'm going to let them figure it out. I have no idea. But this is a ravine. You could put another down below like this. You know. Yeah, like that, just to cover, so it feels like it's ever going down. Let me do another one. That way there's no top to it. It's like, oh, it's going down. Let me do this one like that too. Just to remind me, and I'll visually describe it as a ravine. Can they get across there? Yeah, I do need to think about that. But for now, let's just leave it like that. All right, let me go ahead and start working on the under props crypt. This is a crypt. Guess that's going up. Be scary if it went down, but whatever. Do this. Now, do I want to create the same old tombs and stuff, you know, where they go and encounter tombs, which I don't think I should. I do want to create something, though. Some more exploration than that. You know, again, I can't just throw goblins and orcs in there. I gotta, like, really come up for a reason this is here. Oh, I love using this piece here for something. I love using this piece. What is there? I don't know. I'm gonna let that stew for a bit. You know, do I put another crypt in there? Do I do something else? This guy here. Whoops. Oh, this could be water, right down here. Could be a water going down the hills, the mountains, stream, but that doesn't seem to me to be. Put this in here somewhere. I've already done a tomb where this was here and they had a cross and they felt the sensation of being drawn down into the darkness, like when they were trying to go over the bridge. And I kind of had this as being an evil spirit drawing them to their like suicidal tendencies or thoughts. But I feel like I could make a prehistoric sort of large tentacle creature, you know. It's kind of pushing it for sure, but you know, you gotta have some fun with tentacle monsters. Like some sort of prehistoric creature that lived no longer. And besides, you wouldn't really have that many fossils of a soft tissued octopus type thing anyway. Okay, you know, I'm just gonna keep that there for now. I'm gonna expand this out more for sure. Just, I'm definitely, you know, gonna work on this beyond this video, but I'm doing it right now. I'm just literally doodling, trying to come up with something, thinking of an idea here. And this is obviously a unique situation, creating a dungeon crawl kind of thing. Oh, there's this thing too. Oh, that can definitely have this creature in there. Okay, put that right there. Put this in there to draw them to their doom, death, whatever. Where are these rats gonna go? I certainly see these rats as being a problem for the village, right? They have an infestation of rats. Let me go ahead and do some more. Oh, well, I have plenty here to work with. Get back on it. Okay, I got room here. I got to make more stuff. Let's see. This is, what are they after in here? Treasure, as in this used to be an old Roman mine, and they know there was plenty of stuff left there that can be taken for Porlezo as riches for the church, to sponsor the church, to pay off people. Well, obviously the rescue is important. Rescue. Wow, where did we go? There. Rescuing. And mines are, of course, known for many tunnels. But what's in those tunnels? That's the important part of this. I'm going to try to, like, just create something of a maze here. But not too boring, you know, just right, we got to put something interesting in here. I'm going to put an old building. Yep, going for it. Roman town. What is this? Exactly. Oops, what did I do? No. This one. What's in there? All right, I got to come up with something in there. Yeah, the thing about fantasy and D&D is you can just put anything you want in there, you know, like any kind of creature or so. But yeah, in this game, right, we're kind of limiting ourselves to only what seems based on some sort of reality. Yeah, so I have to lead the charge in that. Now, I will have you know that in my post-apocalyptic and my Christian sci-fi, I could throw anything in there, just like D&D. I could throw crab monsters, tentacle beasts, killer robots, anything you know, genetically modified things. I can do demonic stuff in a sense, and then here I can do something demonic as well. Like, so I have the evil spirit in this one, and this evil spirit has stats, right, that are But I could change this. I could change this right here on the spot. Let me just do that. Evil spirit at rock cave, just to the specific. So this one is oh, it's not linked. So if I threw in another evil spirit, it would be back to the old original. It's supposed to be anyway. Let me just make sure. Yeah. So this one is just like a little temp guy. So it's ethereal. I'll keep all that. Necrotic touch. Let me do a cold touch. Oops. What am I doing here? I'm just making this up. Cold touch. I'm going to just delete all this. Didn't like it anyway. Or the ethereal part. Cold touch. D6 freezing wound. Minus, freezing. There's really not a freeze thing. Freezing grievous wound. TR 12, regular save. Aggression, spirit. So, or you take minus D4, and every time he touches you, you get a little colder, and thusly take another wound if you don't resist. So that's creepy. And then the aura of cold, right? So TR 12 or at minus D4. Now this minus D4 is not a grievous wound, so it won't add to the grievous wounds. If they take grievous wounds, you'll just yes, it will. So let me change that. I'm just trying to think of something interesting to do for this evil spirit. Aura. Well, I'm just going to take this out. This is too much. Too confusing for me. Keep it like this. Every time they successfully hit, possible D6 damage, and then the asterisk means that it's an unholy or evil, factor. Like the save of D6 is that it's unholy. The armor is ethereal. It's on D6 save. The touch, the D6 damage is that it's unholy. That's just kind of all that means to me. And then this is all it does. Freezing grievous wound. And every time it touches them, they get it. And that'll go away when they can warm themselves up. Now, how do they avoid that? The Spirit 7 is just it can be rebuked, but it has a save of 7. I'm gonna say 7 might be a little high. Go 6. So it can resist rebuke. And it's just an evil thing in there. I don't know if cold. Yeah, let's just leave it at cold. Okay, so in here, I'm going to do some sort of evil spirit that, and I do need to add some more evil spirit. I do need to add some sort of demonic-y evil spirits that they'll encounter. Here, I think would be more of a kind of an animal sacrifice area. The sacrificial demon. Sacrificial demonic beast. So I'm going to change the token to something else. Or let me delete this. Put scary bear. I'm going to do the scary bear. I didn't make it. Let me make it. The feral bear. Feral. I don't know if it should be the bear. I know, just like feral something. I'll probably change the name, but let me look at what I have. What I've drawn out. Beasts. Okay. Not a ton of stuff in here. Because I'm still building it out, man. And if anyone else wants to help contribute, please do. But yeah, are we limited in a sense? I mean, I'm trying to prove that we are not limited. But I'm having brain fog right now. Let's see. Oh, bats. We haven't done bats. Let me do bats in here. bat swarms. I have stats on that bat swarms. Maybe a huge bat swarm. Bat swarm, bat guana, all that. Gets them all drugged and messed up, and that's why they go in there. The bat swarm. Let me do the bat swarm. Bite, foul bite, TR10 or at minus D6. Wounds, bleed, D4 for D6 turns. No, just, yeah, let me simplify that. Wounds. If, oh, I have a thing. Bleed, bleed 4. So, foul bite, TR10. This means that you get diseased or, poisoned or whatever, and the save is 10, but you're minus D6. Yeah, because you're just getting bite everywhere and you're feeling the rabies type thing going on. And that makes this dangerous because if you get another D6, you're getting close to death. And this is a swarm of bats. So they have a plus D4 to their bite. Oh, that's a plus 2. Oh, because I'm playing off of the original bat. So it's plus 1. Oh, I see. Let me just do bleed. Bleed 1. I don't want to do this. I've taken out duration for when something happens, and I just haven't updated this thing. So wound bleed 1 for D6 turns. Oh yeah. We'll just bleed 1 until you bandage it. Until bandaged. Until bleed 1. I mean, that's the rule. If you bleed. So if this thing successfully bites you, you take 1 and you're bleeding 1 per round because it just won't, the way they have their like a mosquito. Well, mosquito you'll bleed to death, but that anticoagulant in there. I don't think bats have that, but I'm just gonna say these do. So yeah, bite 1 plus 1. Okay, so it's plus 1 plus D4 down here. I'll just put that plus 1 D4 in here anyway, just to. Oh, let me make it aggression 2. Vigor is 12. So in swarm rules, if the vigor goes down by half, you reduce the stats, to whatever you feel like, down to plus 1 and just plus 1. And they're at 6 vigor, and then when they get down to 0, obviously they're all dead. All right, let me take this off. So you don't need that. And the bleed here, bleed 1. Same as here, bleed 1. So these things make you bleed just because of the way they incisor you with their bites, and whatever. That's what makes them scary. And so yeah, okay. So I just needed to update this. And the best way to update something or find something out, as I'm working on this thing, there's so many factors and processes, and then I get creative. Ooze or whatever, where I start just coming up with things and kind of going off the deep end with ideas, and then I never really go back to. And that's on every page, on everything. So please be aware of that. And if you find something I've done isn't to your liking, take it out or simplify it, because really in a fight or in a combat situation, you got to keep it simple. All right, there's going to be just a bunch of these bats in here. See? Scary. And they live up on the ceiling. And I'm going to say they don't like to come down into the roofed area, or into here. And And inside is a... I don't know. I'm going to get back to that. But the bats are cool. There's, maybe treasure in there for them to grab and use. What else is going on in here? Okay, I haven't used this guy. Let me use this guy. This is going to be hidden, obviously, when they come through, and then I reveal it. I'll hide that later. I'm going to hide all this, actually, and then, I'm going to hide all of it like that, and then when they come through, I reveal each part. And this will be like something for you to have on the PDF that you can then look at, and then when they explore, you can I'll probably have to do this as a 2-page spread on the PDF. I might also I should take out the gray so that it's printer friendly in case you want to print it out, kind of a thing. So I should probably do that, take out the gray, but I'll figure that out. Okay, what else? This is definitely a dungeon crawl. I mean, it's not as massive as a lot of your traditional role-playing games, but I want this to be the end of that because it's just a creepy little. So I will do. Where's that other vertical one? This one. Rotate that. I'm gonna mix this up. So this is, I'm gonna make this like a sort of a, was maybe once a part of this one. I don't know what's in there. I think this is going to be the king or the chieftain. So do that. And do that as a cover. Rats would not be there then. Oh, I'll definitely have rats be in here somewhere. Horde of rats, horde of bats. The rats and bats place. And it used to be the mines, but they've given up on it because they're just instead of like it being a business for them now, they're just living here and then they're just terrorizing Parlezo and other villagers. And this is their, where they keep their treasure. Oh, and maybe they'll have a boar. They're definitely going to have some boars. This is going to be the crazed boar. This is the one that lives in this area and is sort of the guardian of that area. And they're going to have some regular boars as well. So I should get rid of the wolves. And I'm going to have boars. How many different boars do I only have 2 boars? Oh, there. I only have 2 kinds of boars, I guess. Here, I know. Here's how I have more than 2. Well, rotate them. Or flip them. Okay, whatever. These boars are trained to attack anyone that doesn't smell. This is a evil lizard guy in here. Is that enough? It should be bigger. And definitely gonna make him bigger. I think if I do that, I'm going to move this then. Well, this one's already a beast. That's already sort of a... I wonder. might be the king over here. Guards. You know, we'll figure that out. Try to think. I think I want to build this out a little more. Dragon in the cave. This should be fun. Just throw a bunch of these around. There's another one. Looks dangerous. Oh, I can do this too, or I flip it. I rotate it rather. Stalactites and stalagmites, if only. Although you can certainly have these things drop down on them. What's so special about this? Why would they go in here? What's the reward? They have blocked it off, right? Because of the beast in there. And this thing feeds off of this thing. So I'm going to have it be like a little ecology in there. Like that. It climbs up through this pit. Let me use the down. This thing. Drop. Okay, that's kind of neat. And, you know, this thing feeds off of the rats and so this thing lives here. I'm going to make it a little tougher. Aggression 4. Aware 2. Secrecy 3. So this is going to be a 14. Armor skills, safety 6. Vigor 20. The dragon. Cave drag. There we go. The bite is going to be +4. Oops. +4. D8. And I think there's plenty of diseases going around here. Tail whip. +4. D4. TR 12 or knocked down and take knocked down. I know I'm thinking. I'm sorry. I've got this kind of new rule where when you do, I'd say I do a maneuver test on you due to like swamp or mud or whatever, your penalty is your armor save. So that's a way of penalizing people who have high armor. They have, so if you have a plate mail and you're in the swamp, you're at -D12, which makes sense. I wear plate mail and I'm at -D12. Let me tell you, to move around, not on solid ground, not when you're fighting solid ground, but when I'm walking up a curb or going around the things, you know, in the equipment area, I am at -D12. I am like, oh, walking slowly, carefully. Getting up is like rough. Okay, so if they're knocked down, use armor save penalty to get back up. TR12 per turn in Rocky Cave. I don't know, I'm just kind of making this up right on the spot here. So he tail whips them. If they get knocked down, then in that area, it's hard to get up. You got to do a TR12 again, minus your armor save. So it's a fun way of making armor tough. And if they're down, if on ground, gets a plus D4 to hit him. Well, yeah, actually it does. Plus, just regularly plus D4 to bite. To hit. Okay. That's kind of fun. So this thing is just grabbing at them, attacking them when they're on the ground. Okay. Cave Drake. That's it. Oh, let me give him a little stealth. Stealth. Plus D4. Secrecy 3 plus D4. So we can use drakes and dragons because I'm creation science the guy. So dinosaurs existed in antiquities, especially when there's so much land around and the humans have not yet populated the warm regions. So I consider there to be dinosaurs there, and lots of, say, giant lizard types, like prehistoric type giant lizards. To me, it's fine. I think that's a good thing. You see in those pictures where they go hunting and stuff, and they are they show those pictures of just big of the beasts and fish and that they're holding up, and the alligators are so much bigger than what we have today. So I consider there was giant lizards back then, and these giant lizards, a little lizard can hide. Crocodiles and alligators today can hide in the swamps, but a giant lizard or giant dinosaur types cannot hide from humans. So the humans will hunt them down. So that's how we eradicated the dragons and dinosaurs that lived near us, because reptiles have to live in the comfortable, warm regions. So we just killed them off, or the mammals killed them off. Because the mammals are more hungry and more aggressive than reptiles are. Reptiles aren't as aggressive. They're aggressive when they're hungry, but they're not hungry all the time. Whereas mammals, we have to eat every day. Reptiles only have to eat like every 30 days or something like that. So they're going to be, taken out of an area just by the mammals in that area. So, it's been known, like when pirates or people go to islands and then they drop off their dogs or pigs, those things will run around and just kill everything because they're just so hungry. If there's any reptiles, especially, or birds, they'll just go around and kill everything, eat everything, and eradicate the local populations of stuff. And that's kind of, I think, what's going on here. But it hasn't fully happened yet because there's plenty of land right now, or whatever. So that's that. Definitely gonna have a swarm of rats somewhere. Where would I want to have him come out of? But this used to be a mining area, so let me put. Actually, I'm going to move, these stone things here, because that means it used to be a mining area. And so if they find those, then they will find ore, or, like a resource to mine. And if they can get that up and running again or something like that, then that'll be a big bonus for them and for the town. The villagers are very kidnappy and violent. I think that's enough. I might build out... what's over here? Scary spiders. What's in here? Another mining thing? But what else? Something. It's got to be something cool. Where'd I drop that? Here it is. I'm probably going to do a few spiders. But there's got to be something else going on here, Make it a little more exciting. Oh, there's webs too. Where are the webs? The webs are just, I put them in here for some reason, but they should just be, I don't know, they're too big as well. Okay. And I don't know where to put them. I'll hide those too so you don't see them. But what's in there? It's valuable. That I could say that there was once a monk they sent up there to, and then that monk was captured and missing, And so the monk's in here. They threw him in with the spiders and let the spiders eat him up. And so there's a monk in here, dead carcass or whatever, and he has a great Bible or whatever sort of relic or something. Let's see, that'd be kind of cool, I think. Tint color gray for being dead. I'm not trying to be mean or anything or cruel, but put a spider web over him too. Poor guy. Okay, so like that, and then they gotta find the monk. What happened to him? Okay, so up here, this was once like a Roman villa, like a vacation resort, as opposed to a mausoleum. And training, so they will find maybe it was a training area. Now I'm not going to repeat, like, I feel like I've done a lot of undead Roman soldiers, possessed with evil spirits that they have to fight. And again, it could be that thing where it's psychological and they're fearful and they just have to fight this thing, and I don't know, just kind of keeping that gray and hazy. But these ones, I want to just say that they're just there and they're well made and preserved, and sort of so it's a relics, treasures they can take back to the church as a, to sell. So I want to make this kind of funnishly harmless or something, as opposed to they have to fight them. But I gotta think about it some more. I'm researching. I'm looking at possibilities. The main villains are always going to be humans, though. The main, humans that turn themselves into something else. I could do I have a giant in here? Where's my giant? So I haven't made, let me make a giant or ogre guy. Maybe an ogre guy lives there. I don't think an ogre guy would live there, but these guys here. I don't think these guys would live there. I'm just making one to have it. Doing one little variation. 2, I guess. So I think I'll not have that though. But I definitely have to have something in here, right? That's scary. They can fight or have fun with. Maybe I will do the undead. Or I could do like a cursed knight who was once Christian or thought he was Christian and became so evil and bloody that he did the wrong things and cursed and sold his soul to the devil. I'm gonna do that for later. I don't want to do that. That's kind of weird. Although there is accounts of that. I mean, not that bloodthirsty, but there are accounts of many pastors or priests back then who ended up doing pagan things, not willingly, aware or not aware of their folly. Maybe I can have some. Why is he so big? Or why are these guys so small? Huh? Maybe I'll have some beastmen. It's a little big. It's a little big. I can have some beastmen here. Oh. Sorry, I just gotta think about that one. Or I could do my horned beast guy. I'll come up with something. But anyway, here is a dungeon crawl. You've got little dragon, bear. Take those guys out. I didn't do the giant snake. Oh, maybe I'll do lives in the warmth of the. I gotta redraw the snake. I'll do that today. Does a drawing day anyway. So the chieftain lives here. Little village in the cavern. I think this is a cool little. This is kind of neat. Separate, remote. I'll figure something out for that. You know, whether it's a giant snake or hermit, just an evil hermit dude lives there. It's kind of demonic. But yeah, so this is how you do it. You kind of build it out. And yeah, it's a little tough. It's a little, you can't just throw any sort of high magic, crazy, you know, it's not that freeing in the sense of being able to do that. But the main encounters are going to be evil humans, you know, pagan humans that do evil things, and they're witches and sorcerers. That's really the main villains. And you just got to be creative with that. But this is like a dungeon crawl, which is going to be somewhat rare. And even in my D&D, dungeon crawls are somewhat rare anyway. I tend to do more save the people type of things. But anyway, this is a start. I'm myself working this out. I'm working out how to do a For the Lord RPG, the Dark Ages, how to do this, how to stick with sort of some historical references, amalgam of history, edification and fellowship for Christians doing missionary work, and also getting a feel for, yeah, this is probably how missionaries had to do it back then. I mean, you know, this is a silly version of that, but they had to deal with pagans and confront them, and had that range of peaceful to violent. And then, of course, there's the people were very closely tied to animals and beasts, and the darkness and the fear and the superstitions and all that. And I'm sure there was definitely more creatures, and also more of a tie with drugs, as far as like concoctions and brews and stuff that affected the people. And I'm really extrapolating that out with the animals, like that the witches, you know, feed and control animals with these concoctions. I'm sure that was incredibly rare that was the case, but I'm playing it off because I need creatures and beasts and things that they can fight it's fun. So certainly exaggerating that as much as I feel like I can. Okay, so this is just a video doing that. Hopefully this will give you guys some ideas, or it's a really cool ASMR video for you. I don't know. Thanks for watching.